My people die because of lack of knowledge. Just because we are not God, but I hear some people, they strongly believe that we are God. Yeah, but we are not the Almighty God, because God said, let us create man in our image, in our likeness. So we are in the form of God. It's the same like you have your children. When you are not around your children, they represent you. It doesn't mean your children are you, but they represent you even when you are not. So it's an extension. God, we are just an extension of God. So I want to talk about some just wisdom. I'm not a preacher, I'm not a pastor, but I'm a believer. So I want to talk about what is keeping me going, what is keeping me strong, what is giving me blessings, what is preventing me, because without God, there are so many people that are in a grave or in the hospital, or there are so many people that are in the street, or there are so many people that they can't sleep because they are thinking about other people, that other people are succeeding. Why should other people, why are other people still living? Like somebody is angry just because you are succeeding. Yes, that's the best way to live in life. The best way to destroy your enemies is to keep succeeding, no matter the trap that they place on you. Make them to know that that is not your plan. Your plan is not seeking after them, what their action over you. Your plan is what God has made you to do in this world. And one thing is clear: no matter how, no matter the pit that anyone dug or digs for you, it is not the will of God. So that person will fall inside a pit. I'm saying this because I come across one person who was talking about familiar spirit. So, but they don't really know what's going on about this familiar spirit. They doubt the word of God. So I want to bring out the wisdom. My people die because of lack of knowledge. I want to bring out the wisdom so that you should know that familiar spirit is real. Yeah. I'll go by saying one person went to the, so many people has gone to the pastors, to their pastors, and their pastors told them that your so people, or your people in your family, they are after you. And some of them, they kill maybe the person in the family that the pastor said is after them. And some people say, oh, the pastors are liars. The pastors are not saying the word of God. The pastors are fake. The action of that person who went and killed that person that was revealed to him in secret that this is your problem. That is the action that we blame. We don't blame the pastor or the man of God for telling you the truth. It is just like you telling me that don't pass this way again, or be careful with this person. So most of the time, we don't know how people will react for telling them the truth. That is why you see the truth is hidden from so many people. Truth is hidden from so many people because we don't know how people react. We see things that are plaguing people, but we can't tell them, because you tell them now, it will result to something very bad to them. There are even some that you see their future, which is bright, and how can you tell this person? Because when you tell this person will go out and start broadcasting this thing in the whole community, and let me say jeopardize this thing. And when you don't tell this person, that person might give up again tomorrow because the person didn't see it coming. So it's complicated. Secret is secret. At times, secret is being revealed to people when they have reached a certain level of spirituality. That's when secret is being revealed to people. That's what Jesus said. I will teach you my disciple so that you understand my parable. Because everything that I'm saying is in parable. If I'm talking about the Samaritan story, I'm not talking about the Samaritan. I'm using the Samaritan story to explain. It's a story, it's not told. It's not a true event. But a parable means it is an allegory that you use a certain way to convey a message to somebody to understand it. Because there is no other way that you can do for a novice or a layman to understand how to build a house. So you have to break it down. You understand? You break it down, because if you don't break it down, they will never understand. If you just do it, or if you just go to the point, they will never understand. They will still argue. So, but you have to go explain, use certain event. Maybe it didn't happen, you make up story, you explain it. Some people may say, oh, they start arguing about the Samaritan story. No. It is not about the Samaritan that they are. You ask a question: who is my neighbor? So I just want to talk. I'm not going to talk about all the Bible. I'm not a pastor. I'm going to talk about familiar spirit today. And it is to bring out the knowledge. I'm not trying to preach the Bible to people. But if any Christian is listening to me, the Christian will increase, it will increase the faith of that person. It will increase the relationship with that person with God. It will be like an allegory to make that person understand God, what I'm explaining. Because some people, they may give up. They say, oh, God doesn't exist. If it's not God, we would have been in the graveyard. Or if it's not God, we would have, some of us would have been dead of cancer. So that's what I'm saying. God is in charge. He's the mighty man in battle. I want you to listen about this. A little bit of this. So I will try to increase the volume, then start this thing over. I'll try to increase the volume of this thing, then start it over. The volume is too low. It's about, let me talk it. Genesis, in the book of Genesis, the book of Genesis, chapter 37, verse 28, which talk about Joseph, how Joseph was sold by his brothers to the Ishmaelite. He was sold to these people. He was sold to to traders. Some traders. They say the traders, they were Midianites, traders. So as they were traders, they don't have nothing to do with Joseph. They just because they have the money, they bought Joseph. Without that, Joseph would have been dead. It was just because of one brother that loved Joseph and said they can't kill Joseph because his blood will go on their head. So it is just that kind of way. Some person don't want you to die. Some person loves you. The person will try to use trickery to trick people to believe that something might happen to them. And it's all by the power of God. They can still kill him and they will suffer the wrath. They'll suffer the wrath. But if they don't kill him, the blessing from Joseph help them in future. So that is how God works. God did not say, do this thing to your brother. But once you choose to do it to your brother, you will ever be the tail. You will always be the tail. You will never be the head. The person who is going to be the head that will enjoy the fruit of his labor. You are just eating the crumbs. You is that wicked person. You is that wicked person, you are eating the crumbs. That you live all your life in this way, you think you come here just to hurt people. Or you live all your life in this way, you think other people in this way, they are stealing something from you. You live all your life in this world, you envious of other people. So God-chosen people, they don't think like that. They think about how they better themselves and help other people in the process. That's how every God-chosen person believes. He doesn't go back to old stuff like, I want to hurt this person, I want to do this, I want to do that. So I'll read this story of Joseph, so that let the computer read this thing for us, so we can hear it for ourselves. Let the computer read this thing aloud. This thing has connected to my earpiece. I didn't know. So I have to cancel this thing from my earpiece. I have to cancel it. I have to cancel it before I continue my story. Disconnect this thing. So I wanted this thing to connect to the phone, I wanted this thing to connect to this phone, but it's not connecting. So going straight to Joseph, I spent too much time to try to adjust this thing. So going straight to Joseph and hear what it will say. Oh man, it is still connected. This thing is still connected. Let me see something here. As it is still connected, let me see something here. Okay. Okay, now let me read this thing aloud. Joseph.
Genesis 37, verse 28. So, when the Midianite traders passed by, his brothers pulled Joseph out of the pit and sold him for 20 shekels of silver to the Ishmaelites, who took him to Egypt.
Okay, maybe we should read it once more. We should read this thing aloud. We should read this thing aloud.
Genesis 37, verse 28. Genesis 37, verse 28. So, when the Midianite traders passed by, his brothers pulled Joseph out of the pit and sold him for 20 shekels of silver to the Ishmaelites, who took him to Egypt. Genesis 37, verse 28. Joseph sold by his brothers. Bible Hub. BibleHub.com/Genesis/37-28 HTM. Was this helpful? Bible Gateway. https://www.biblegateway.com passage. Genesis 37 verses 12 to 36 NIV. Joseph sold by...
Okay, you have heard. So, Joseph was sold by his own brothers because they were envious of him. He was the last son, but the father, because of his good behavior, the father wanted him to rule when he is gone. So the father was training him. The older brothers, they were just, because they said the father was rich, they knew when they want the father to die early so they can take over the property of the father. But Joseph wasn't like that. Joseph was just honoring his father, helping his father, and although he knew the elder brothers are there, the elder brothers are in charge of everything, but his father chose him, that because of his ways. So God will bless you no matter what. If you find yourself that there are familiar spirits, like you go to a pastor and pastor's told you your family or your brother, your father, your relatives, they are against you. It's true. God revealed it to them, to the man of God. But sometimes secret is not handled the way, because the pastor is a wise man. He may think this person will not do something stupid, but this person instead take this information and react. Instead of trying to avoid these people or try to know how to deal with these people, like to avoid them, like to stop giving them gift, or to totally turn around, turn a page so that he neglects these people, and to go another path so that he can be free. They take the harsh and the crude method of going to kill these people they accuse, as if they were sent by the pastor to do such a thing. The pastor has right to tell the police or any person that he didn't say anything to them. He didn't tell them anything. Because these people are very, very stupid. They are very, very stupid people. Everything is being written in the Bible. So you didn't know that your own friends, your close friends, they want you dead. So you didn't know that your neighbors, you didn't know that people that are surrounding you, they want you dead. So you didn't know. Except you are useless. If you are useless, people want you to stay alive and be useful to them. They can use it for sex trafficking. They can use it to sell their drugs. They can use it for so many things to benefit them. But if you are the chosen one, they can't use you. You understand? So you are the one on top. They prefer that you be under them. So whatsoever they are doing, it is not benefiting you and it's not even benefiting them. They are only struggling in life. But you, what you as the chosen one you're doing is helping the entire population. It's helping the whole family. It's helping all your friends without any one of them suffering or bearing the price for anything. But these evil ones who think the chosen one should be under them, they will live all their life fighting, envious, bitter, and this and that. So you must know this. Go to a man of God. If the man of God expose you a secret, take it and know how to handle it. Don't go and fight people. You just take the information. Now you know how to draw a plan, how to avoid them. If it's to leave the environment, you leave the environment. If it's to turn your back from that person, you should turn your back from that person. If it's to unfriend the person, it's to unfriend the person. It is not to go for physical confrontation. A man of God is not sending for physical confrontation. A man of God is only telling you that how will you handle this thing now? Now that you have known that these people that are close to you, they are those doing these things to you. Without them, you would have been far happier. You have the money, you have everything, but they are trying to restrict you. They're only trying to restrict you because they don't have no power to stop you from getting your wealth. Yes, they're not stopping you from getting your woman. They're not stopping for getting children. They are not stopping for doing anything. What they are doing, they are trying to make it harder for you to get the things that you will still get. So that's what they are trying to do. And the more you evade, because there is no way for them to block you. They think they can do it because they don't believe in God. They think they can do it. That's what they always think. They always think they just come from sky. They just fall from sky. Bam! And they land here in this way. If they die, they have gone. Yes, that is the idea. That is the mind of a foolish person. That is the mind of a useless person. That is the mind of a hopeless person. Because they think they don't have no mission. All what they have in themselves alone to satisfy themselves. And they don't care about nothing. And any other person that they see who is better than them, they think is a rival. And let me go to logic. Let me go to wisdom. All these people that are doing this, they are low IQ, narcissists. I mean, they are narcissists. Narcissists are people that are evil people that are planning to destroy other people. They are planning to live on the suffering of other people. That is the mind of Joseph's brothers. They think if they kill Joseph, they can benefit. So when they sold Jacob, instead of Jacob like Joseph to die, instead for Joseph to die, Joseph instead went there, and the person who bought him helped him a lot, and the person who bought him was envious of him because the person knew he will become a great person. The person already, the person knew Joseph will become something greater than him, but he was doubting, what is Joseph, a slave, going to become that's better than him, who is a figure of the Pharaoh? So he planned for Joseph to be locked up in jail. So Joseph was locked up in jail, not even because the man planned for him, it's because the wife of that man wanted Joseph to sleep with her. You who is the chosen one, that is your problem. Every woman out there that is trying to force you to sleep with her, she is a Jezebel. Any woman trying to force you to sleep with her, that woman is a Jezebel. That woman is a tomboy. A tomboy, those women that they behave like men, they think they have power. That's how they think. They think they have power. But natural woman knows she doesn't have that power of a man. But a tomboy think she can control a man. So when they see these chosen ones that are powerful people, they try to have sex with them, and not even knowing that these chosen people don't even see them like human beings. They see them for their true nature like devils. They already know that these people are devils. So no matter, they don't see any beauty in them, they just see the nature of a devil, an ugly thing that God has already made it that way. Sometimes they go and say, oh, me. Why am I going to this person and this person is doing this? Not knowing that that person already knew the plan. The person knew the plan. That this is a Jezebel. She's just coming because she wants to benefit from your blessing. It is not like you don't want to give her your blessing. It is because she is going to pollute, like you taking a chemical and pour in pure water. It's going to pollute that water. Or taking dirt and throw dirt in the pure water is going to dirty that water. It's going to poison that water. So Joseph was thrown into the prison and remained there until when nobody could read a dream, the Pharaoh's dream. Even the strongest soothsayer could not read the Pharaoh's dream until they discovered they learned that Joseph was the only person a slave, and they couldn't take Joseph because he's a slave. They said, why should they take a slave? Is there no person, no Egyptian or no free person that can tell it was a taboo for a pharaoh to talk with a slave. So if a pharaoh now finally has to call Joseph, and Joseph revealed the secret to Pharaoh, and Pharaoh gave Joseph a position in his cabinet, the highest position that's after him. Like in America, Joseph was like the vice president. That if you don't see the Pharaoh, you must see Joseph. So Joseph was the spokesperson of the representative of the Pharaoh. So the brothers, they finally came, when they were suffering from starvation, they came for food. And Joseph finally revealed himself to them. He said, what a shame. So that's the work of the chosen one. So you who is trying to bring down your brother, you who is trying to bring down that person that has not done anything to you, your life in this world, you will always eat from the ground. Because God has given you somebody that is giving you food, will provide you food on a plate you don't want. You are trying to make that person to know how bad you are, so that instead of you eating on the plate, that person will put your food on the ground. Because that person will just keep the food. You will be stealing to eat, but he knows that you are eating, but he doesn't care that to stop you from eating. So that is how they do. That's how, if you see somebody that is in the family, they don't care about the person, but the person is still going around stealing inside the family, creating problems and this and that, trying to claim the property of the chosen one. It's always like that. There is somebody there are people who are always claim ownership of the things, of the achievement of the chosen one. It's always there, but they will never ever succeed in getting. So what they are doing, the world knows that these people, they are like this. These people are evil people. The world already know. So there's no way they can steal your blessing. Don't bother. But if they reveal, if a man of God reveal this thing to you, don't go and kill these people. Just know and know how to punish them in another way. That's what they come here to do in this world. They come here to kill, steal, and destroy. So that is my message. Men of God, they don't lie. They don't lie. Except a man of God will tell you that go and kill this person. And if that man of God tells you to go and kill the person, know yourself that that man of God is fake. But so long as a man of God reveal you a secret, that man of God may say, that girl is your wife. And you go and start exposing it to people out there that, oh, the pastor have said this, or the bishop has said this to me. They will destroy it for you. So keep it in secret. What a man of God told you, it is between you and him. If you want to take it, take it. If you don't want to take it, leave it. But if you take it, don't go and expose it outside. Take it to use it for your own benefit. Yeah. I will go to another topic. I'll choose another topic in the Bible next time, or any topic in anything, just to bring out wisdom. It's wisdom. My people die because of lack of knowledge. Sometimes when we go to school, we go learn all this big book and this and that. People think they are teaching it. They are just trying to teach them a subject. They are just trying to teach them how to use a machine. They are just trying to teach them to do a particular thing. No, they are putting knowledge in their brain. School is just to put knowledge in your brain so that you can use that knowledge to do wonderful things in this world. To do wonderful things. You can use that knowledge that you have to elevate a person that can do what you cannot do. You understand? If I can't build a house, I see somebody that can build a house, I'm going to house the person, take care of the person, and make the person do that house, and give that person more contract to do that house, that many people will benefit from it. That's the work of a chosen one. But if I don't have that knowledge, I will instead destroy this man that can build this house. But me, I don't even know how to build a house. And people won't be able to live in a good house. So that is, your school that you go, it's not for you to go learn how to count 1, 2, 3. Your school that you go is to put knowledge in your head, study all those things, understand them, and come out and see how you can implement this thing into the world and help yourself and other people. Yeah. Yes, I'll just end here. Knowledge is the key. So anybody who doesn't have knowledge, you will suffer. Go to school and you think, because I went to school to do a doctor, and you just come and it's doctor, and you don't have no knowledge in your brain to do any of that. You're foolish.